Hello everyone. Should we go and see what he's doing today? What are you doing?
Oh, I've got an idea, Matt.
An idea. I like ideas.
I'm on the Golf Shop Online, right? I used to work with James.
Ah, is this James Lang made, is it?
This is a Devon website. I used to work before they started this when I left. It's a great website, actually. I've got an idea.
What's the idea? We're open.
I feel like we need... Oh, that's a nice one.
Is this a box set?
I'm feeling like I'm going to order us this.
Oh, Wilson box set.
Wilson box set. Like, you get driver, 3 wood, 5 hybrid, 6, 7, 8 pitching with sandwich.
That's your perfect
It's
set.
my bag. Stand bag, head covers. I'm putting that in the trolley. I'm going to order this and I want to collect numbers on it. Can you play golf? Can you get all that? I mean, that's less than a driver.
Yeah.
There's no way you can play golf with that. Like that, that must turn up and then it must just be made of cheese or something. Delivery! What are you laughing at?
Oh, you look funny carrying stuff.
I was good when I used to deliver stuff. You get it there?
Yeah. Up you go. And away you go.
You know, cup of tea. Go on then, don't drink it. But I'll have one.
Is this, it's arrived?
Box my set.
Thank you, James.
Good delivery. Came in one day.
Boom. That is efficient. Oh, yeah.
James has always been efficient.
Very good.
Is that upside down or is that what they do?
No, I think that's what box sets are like, isn't it?
So this is it. We're going to test it. Let's collect some numbers on this kid and see, literally, can you? I've done a video like this before. I think it's worth doing again and again and again. It's a good message. You know, is this going to make me hopeless? It's not custom fit. It is just a box set. Is it made of cheese? So we're going to start with the pitching wedge. We're going to go pitching wedge 7 and the driver, Matt, and just collect numbers and see how realistic they are. Because obviously, it's all a price-driven idea, isn't it?
Yep.
So if I look at the wedge, it's chunky, it's big, it's quite squared off. Like, it doesn't feel like there's love here. It feels practical.
Bashed out, get them gone, that sort of thing.
Yeah, like it doesn't, no one's buying this on the look, because have you ever sold a box set where they really take them out of the box? Like, it's true, isn't it? A box set. Well, do you want that one, or that one?
Yeah, I'll buy that one because it's the cheapest.
So my pitching wedge, like, is this 100 to 120 subject to the loft? It actually is.
Okay.
So to hit that, and that feels like a normal golf club.
Oh, line ball.
Like with a wedge. That's literally on it.
Yeah!
Yeah! People should win prizes when I hit the line. We should have a prize table.
Yeah. Pick a winner.
Cuddly toy!
Yeah, and then they can pick what they want.
Yeah. Oh, how much is this wedge? On its own, it's not much, is it?
1, 2, 3.
Matt's computing the maths. Like, I mean, there's 3 wedges. We'll look at the numbers. I am going to hit target with that wedge. I just need to know how far it goes. It'd be interesting to see if the spin is any different. I can't imagine it will be.
Should we go up to a 7?
No, I want to see the numbers, I think, on that.
Oh, straight away?
Yeah, I'm interested.
Okay, numbers. Doosh, doosh. Here we go. Ball, carrying, 116.
Yeah, so that's like I said, I'm like, what, 100 to 120?
Yeah.
I could push that to 120 if I hit it hard.
Spinning at 7.5 rounded up.
Which is 8,000 tops. That's where my wedge would spin. Pitching wedge. This is a pitching wedge.
Pretty good, isn't it? Peak heighting at 29 when you're around 30, 29 anyway.
Yeah. So that's done pretty good, isn't it?
Good start.
Should we go to the 7?
Yep.
7 iron next. Same ideas with lines, but it's... The 7 iron somehow, I mean, it looks the same, but it looks more like many other 7 irons. In this ilk, chunky.
It's chunky monkeys.
Yeah, because it's cavity backed and you've got this like weight thing at the back. But I mean, they don't really, like, I often wonder how much all clubs are like this. So all clubs are like this. Obviously the materials are different because this is going to be a cheaper, this is probably alloy and it's not stainless steel. So there's your big difference in, yeah, absolutely. But if I call that chunk there, speed chunk.
Speed zone.
Speed chunk. Speed zone's already taken.
You could whack 50 quid an iron on because of that.
But do you know what I mean? That's what, are we really going that route? You know, if I call that the
Pro Staff
Nitro Speed Chunk.
Pro Staff Nitro Speed Chunk.
Yeah. Now, and then get a little bit of marketing going behind it, and now am I able to woohoo?
Like their next set is going to be called the Wilson Pro Staff Nitro Speed Chunks.
I hope it is. Right, 7 iron, looks fine.
Oh yeah.
Again, that sounds just normal.
This could be 2 out of 2.
Another prize.
Oh man. And each item is £29.55 each.
Have you included the bag in that?
Yes, I have, sir.
Head covers?
No.
Comes with head covers. I guess all clubs do really though, don't they?
Okay, well, the putter doesn't come with a head cover.
But the woods and the hybrids do.
Yeah, so, okay.
Little pushy that one, but it's going to hit a green.
£23.21 per item if you're going to buy a head cover for that much money.
Yeah.
I don't think you will, but still good, isn't it?
Different world. Grips feel thin.
So they're
you
going
do feel,
cheap again?
Yeah, you do feel, but I don't mind that because I've got small hands, but obviously if you're selling these to
6'2"
dad who's big and builder-ish and whoa, that's going to feel hideous. But then if you think about a grip change, £6 an iron, is it, a club? So you could still work that into budget if you want.
£60 extra is still under £400, aren't you?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Doesn't it sound good? Just sounds decent.
Yeah. Well, that's a good yardage too, isn't it?
I'm seeing it flick up. Like, that's just going. And they are offset, but not offensively.
Like from here, if you said, what club's this? It could be any of them.
Any of the manufacturers?
Yeah.
Well, I think this is my point that I didn't make that well at the start. If you put different badges on this, and you price it at a different point, you'd be upset. Obviously, the stainless steel is the big thing.
Yeah, that's the obvious, because in a year's time,
they will deteriorate quicker than a stainless steel.
Yeah.
And then it makes, when you start looking at these numbers that are just flashing a bit in front of me, and we'll look at them one more, we'll look at them a bit more. It makes you wonder what we're talking about, doesn't it? Are we actually talking about all the things, all that layer of marketing?
Yes.
And actually, are we talking, when I think we get lost, or viewers get lost in 300 revs, forget the reality of what is being hit.
I think again, it just goes back to
Not a bit that good.
the point we always try and make, is that it's the loft that's being delivered.
Exactly. Well, that's what I mean. Yeah. Can we look at those?
So iron, 158 carry, peaking height at 35, spinning at 5.5. Like again, off 5.5 spin, depending on what loft that is.
Well, 158 going 162, and I'm not hitting them like hard, I'm hitting them like functional. So I would hit this club at 165.
With your set?
No, so if it was 165 to the flag, I would hit this 7 iron still.
Okay.
Because I feel I can hit the
162.
The 162 is good for that yardage, and I think I can get that more if I just hit. I'm hitting them not hard.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like swinging nicely. 165 is right between, for me, a 6 and a 7. So even if it says 7 on the bottom, that spin looks low, but if it's close to the 6, which it's getting there, it's 500 below the number, which is where I am. I mean, it's off a mat where I'm striking slightly high in the face.
High on the face, lower spin.
You know, I think that is like, it's funny, isn't it? Because when you look at this and the price, you have these preconceptions. But if you look at just a data sheet, so don't assign that club to anything. Just say what the loft of the club is and assign those numbers. There isn't anyone who understands numbers who doesn't go, yeah, good, fine.
Yeah.
What's the question?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, the question is that club's 27 quid.
Yeah.
What?
Like, look at your spin standard deviation.
It's tight, isn't it? 224.
Like, and even with the wedge, it was under 400. Like, and with wedges,
And if you think about like expensive clubs, expensive wedges, I've got expensive wedges, and Titleist sell them, and Callaway sell them, and TaylorMade, and everyone sell them. Spin is one of those things they're dialing into your, you know, it'll spin better in the rain, like Ping say. If you look at it's the raw data sheet, it's funny. It's almost like looking at a like an X-ray.
Yeah.
Like the doctor doesn't see a dad with 3 kids and a wife. The doctor sees someone with a heart disease, or that will see someone who's healthy,
fractured bone or whatever. Yeah.
They don't see the emotional side.
Yeah.
They see that.
Yeah.
I think we go to driver. Don't we? The cheese has got to come out in a minute. So let's go with the driver to finish. So this is where I start. I mean, this feels like a junior driver. It's really short. I brought mine out, and it's quite interesting because the one I'm using at the moment is £700, and this is 20-something pounds.
I'm gonna.
But I'll say something. Is that worth 600? Obviously, this is titanium. Like I'm being silly. This is not. Like, it really starts looking cheap now. Look at the paintwork. You know, it really starts showing as an unloved piece of equipment. Do you not think? I mean, look at that.
I totally agree. Like, this is gonna be in your
well, that's in a tip.
dump. I was gonna say tip, dump, whatever you want to call it. For £1, isn't it? And all a bit brown and a bit cracked on the face. Yeah. Can I just say something?
Go on.
Bring your driver over here. Come on.
Shall I get the Callaway?
No, I want yours. Shall we talk about those lineup lines?
Oh yeah, wowzers. There they are. That is close to the knuckle, isn't it?
Oh my! Like, you put them down together. I don't know which one's which.
Well, you kind of do.
So paint that bit gold on the cheap
I
one.
hear you. I mean, but again, it's still, look at the finish on it. The finish is like...
I'm messing around a little bit.
But it's funny though, I get you.
How close that is.
Right, are we in driver?
Yes, we're in driver.
This is a 10.5, so I will try and deliver the best numbers I can.
I reckon this is shorter.
It has to be. Look at the length.
240, I reckon.
Yeah, I am honestly a bit shocked at the finish of that. I'll be honest with you, the shortness feels nice. Oh, it sounds good, does it not?
A bit cheap.
No, I ain't
in my head.
Nice, and I thought that sounded all right.
Bit tingy.
But I don't mind that. I wasn't expecting like them to be really dialing in the acoustics.
Oh yeah, that doesn't sound too bad actually.
If I was playing golf there and you couldn't see it, you wouldn't know what I'm hitting there.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know.
That's a good shot.
That was a nice one.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm hitting target, aren't I? Pretty
you're
much.
fine and fairway. You can totally play with these.
Yeah.
I think we should play with these.
Do you reckon we should get another set? I reckon we should have a challenge on like some old UV me with 2 box sets, because you could go cheaper than this, I think. We should go further down.
Yeah, okay.
Post comments down below. Do you want us to take 2 box sets out in the course and try and play golf with them? Couldn't we score? In that comment section down below, let us know.
Can we break par? That would be a good thing, wouldn't it, with a box set?
Can we break the cheese?
One thing...
I might take some, like, toast with me.
Oh, yeah. Cheese on toast.
Yeah, that's good, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, that is good.
Do you put a bit of tomato puree? Little cheesy toast pizzas?
No.
No.
Butter, cheese, and that's it. Do you have one of those closers?
Beverly-like thing, yeah. Sam, yeah.
Oh, yummy.
Yeah. Hello, is this John Lewis? Yeah. Do you have a closer? It's a closer.
Ham and bread closer. Is it near lunch by any chance?
Right, one more and we're going to look at the numbers, but this has to be shorter.
I have one. Oh, that's brilliant. I have one more thing to say before we go to the numbers.
Go on then.
If we do go on the golf course, like, the numbers are obviously going to be good, aren't they? The one thing I will say is the sand wedge. I don't feel like that's very versatile.
Mm.
You know?
My sandwich, yeah, it's a bit chunky at the bottom.
Yeah. Like, that's going to scare me on some bare lies.
But you say that, I'm scared of every sandwich.
It might be a blessing in disguise for you.
And also, full shots wouldn't make a difference. And what I'm not scared of is the fact that it's 23 quid.
And I don't know what loft it is as well, so.
Yeah. I think we'll see if we can, I reckon you'll be all right, sir.
Numbers time. Shall we talk numbers?
So we've done it's just
the
the driver, isn't it, now?
Yeah.
And there it is. Spin is good.
2.5 spin.
Like all the talk of spin over the years.
And look at the tightness of it. 148 standard deviation.
Like, and they are, like, manufacturers are talking spin all the time. Controlling spin, moving spin, dialing in spin, moving weight.
Look at the.
This is a 23-pound driver, and I've just spun it in a range of 148 standard deviation spin at a 2.5, 2.9 average.
Look at the ball speed consistency.
Yeah, it's 1 mile an hour difference. 0.3 standard deviation, but it's 243 carry because I can't. If you go to we haven't got club head speed because I didn't dot it, but I'm swinging that at 95, 100 miles an hour. Aren't I?
Yeah.
Because I get ball speeds, like if I hit one quickly, just to give a comparison, say with mine, so people who don't watch every one of my videos and knows my numbers inside out. So obviously we've got a titanium head, longer shaft, this is light, but it's probably the same weight as that, to be honest. Bit toey, but that's still going to do better, and that's a miss it.
And while that ball is in the air, if you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell.
And if you're watching and you're not subscribed, which many are, Matthew, do us a favour, just for us. You know, we've got to all stick together in these times.
Hard times.
You know, little subscribe hit.
Yeah.
Show me that one.
Numbers.
That's a miss hit.
So bottom one is your one you just
And
hit.
look at the ball speed jump.
Yeah. 8 miles an hour.
Spin's slightly lower. And there's another thing, obviously with a box set, you can't dial in that number. You've got what you've got, you'd have to change technique.
Yeah.
Could I play golf with them? Well, hopefully we'll do a video and prove to you that I reckon I could play golf with them, no problem. My message when I did it last time, would I play with these? No, I like my hobbies more than that. I like investing in my hobbies. I like having stuff that I think is good for me.
Yeah.
If it was a case of playing or not playing, yeah, I'll play.
Definitely play.
It's like that's not even a question. I'd be like, well, that's a silly question. I'm playing.
Yeah.
And I'll use them.
Yeah.
If it's not playing because I have to use them, no, I'll play.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I've always said it for people when I used to sell box sets. Like, what's your budget? Always, what's your budget? I've got 500 quid. What, for the driver? No, for everything. Okay, so we need to start in the box set and we might be able to sneak up. Like we could get rid of that driver and I've got some second-hand drivers here that gets you to your budget. You got those irons and I'll give you like a £100 driver that actually would have sold for 500.
Yeah.
Could trade it.
A few years ago, yeah.
Good stuff. Well, let us know if you want to take us on the course. We can get another one or a different one. I think there's cheaper ones down in that comment section down below. As always, you've not seen, I've done this before, but you've not seen that. I mean,
That's good. I was surprised
there
good how tight it is.
Definitely.